Hi, it's Randall with Carter Hill Honeybees. Today is Sunday, June 20th, 2021. We're about a week away from starting to pull honey, and we're going to look in the tops of these and see if our top supers are full and just kind of see where we at. I hadn't really looked in none of these in probably 2 or 3 weeks. Certainly hadn't been down in the brood boxes or anything. But it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A couple of these are doing some orientation flights. Definitely seeing more bearding now. So we'll get my smoker lit and get into them right quick and see what we have. It looks like this one's about 2/3 full. A lot of it's capped and everything, so it's not overwhelmed with bees, but there's good weight on here. I'm probably going to get 3.5 good mediums off of here, so let me pull a frame or two out and let you see it. Smells wonderful in this colony. This one's not going to be packed full, but this super's not. It's probably going to wind up being about half full, maybe a little bit more. Pretty good though. There's a good frame full of honey. Looks good. This is one I added a couple of foundations in. Let's see how we did on that. They drew it out some, but not all the way. Better on this side than the other. But that's a start. This will be a good one to put on early next year. But I'm pleased that they drew it out pretty straight, so that's good. Our flow's starting to wind down right now. We've had a lot of rain the last probably 3 weeks of sourwood, sumac, and mimosa. They're all blooming right now. I don't know how much nectar they're getting off of them. This super here looks like it's pretty full. I think we're gonna have better success with this one. All these are drew out pretty nice and fat. They may not be quite through with this one on the end, but the rest of these are packed out pretty good. I'll pull one out and show you. Actually going to pull out I think this is a foundation I put in. Yeah, they drew this out nicely, filled it out. They liked a little bit there, but very pleased with that. It's really full of honey. Capped, it's ready to go. This plastic frame is definitely full of honey. Light looking honey. There's some dark in there too. Really heavy. So these plastic frames will hold a little bit more honey than the wood and foundation combination does. So this box here is looking really good. Been in 2 colonies so far and have yet to see a small hive beetle. Well, I hope you can see me. I'm up on my stepping stool. This is the 8th medium above the deep. So let's see if I got lucky and I filled this one up. I think this was foundation when I put it on, but I'm not sure. Well, there's definitely a lot of bees up here. Well, believe it or not, it looks like this super is about 80% full. I should get at least 7.5 mediums of 7.5 medium supers of honey off this one colony. I'm going to pull a frame over here that I can't see over into and see what it looks like. Well, it's not fully capped, but the frame is full of honey. So I should realistically get about 8 supers of honey off of this one colony. Really impressive. Now, I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm probably 2.5 foot off the ground on my step stool, so this is sometimes it's a little bit challenging to harvest them this high. So looking at this box, it's a partial super that I put on from last year. Don't look like they've done anything in it though. I'll pull the frame out and see. Yeah, they've not done anything in this top super. But the one blow is pretty full. So it looks like I'm gonna get about 6 off of this one. All right, this one's got 6 on it. Yeah, and again, I put a super just foundation up here. They've done nothing to it, so see what the one below looks like. Yeah, it's pretty full, so we're going to get about 5 off of this one. This is one of my splits here that started out the spring in a 5-frame nuke. Hasn't really performed as well as I would have liked. Yeah, this supers here are going to be about half full, so I'll probably get around 1.5 supers off of this one. All right, this colony also is a split. Started out the spring in a 5-frame nuke. This one is done better. This is more what I was hoping to get from my splits from last year. There's probably 7 of the 9 frames in here that's full of honey. So I'm going to get about 2 3/4, 2.5 supers off of this. Beautiful. This was a pretty sure this was a partial, and they went ahead and drawed this on out. This is going to make a nice super for next year. I'm getting some new combs right here. So there's a quick look through one of my yards here. I'm just kind of going to go around to the rest of them and evaluate and see roughly about how many supers of honey I'm going to have to sling out. I'm about 4 to 5 weeks away from my first anniversary of my first mite wash, so I'm kind of excited to get close to that point and do a mite wash and see how my bees fared through the production season. My last alcohol washes I performed was middle of April, I believe, or early April. I made a video on it, so this will kind of give me one complete cycle, and then I can build on what I've learned from there. Well, appreciate you for joining me for this video today. We'll see you next time.